Today, we have a very important topic to dive into: avoiding scams within our community. Now, I know I'm a day late, dollar short because the holiday season, tis the season to be scammers. La 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 la. So grab your favorite pacifier, snuggle into your favorite onesie, and let's get started. The internet, absolutely amazing place to connect with like minded people, like fellow ABDLs. But it's always a good rule of thumb to be very cautious. First and foremost, make sure you're using reputable ABDL forums and chats. Be wary of unsolicited emails or messages that you receive. Let's talk about red flags. Okay, some of the red flags that you'll see from a scammer. All scammers leave kind of a breadcrumb trail of their scams. Always remember the, what do they call it? The rule of thumb. If something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. If someone sounds too good to be true, they probably are. Watch out for individuals who rush into personal details and financial matters. A genuine connection, like any relationship, takes time to mature. So don't rush into sending somebody money. Again, there are legitimate caregivers out there for the pay to play kind of thing. Not my forte per se, but it's a business out there and people do legitimately pay to have somebody be a caregiver for whatever amount of time it's agreed upon. And there's legitimate ones out there. I'm not talking about the legitimate ones. My theory is if you got the talent, use it. So before diving in to a new connection, head first, take time to verify and validate. Check for references on the person claiming they want to be your mommy or daddy for a certain price. Check for testimonials because they should have testimonials saying, oh, I had a great time, paid this amount, and this was the price upon or whatever, and so forth. People are going to leave testimonials to say about what a great time they had at this person's pay to play time. Ask anybody in the community, have you ever dealt with this person before? Now, there are some new people out there. Mind you, there's new caregivers in the game of pay to play every day. So they may not have gotten to anybody yet, but it's good to be wary. By reading testimonials, reviews, and stuff like that, scammers, again, like to leave a breadcrumb trail. They don't think they are. They think they're being so suave because that's why they're called con artist or confidence artist. They build your confidence so they can scam you. So learn from what to look for. Talk in the community about different scams that have happened. If you've been scammed before or somebody attempted to scam you, let the community know. We're a close-knit family. We're a small, close-knit family. So we need to watch out for each other. So if you've been scammed by somebody or somebody attempted to scam you, blast them to everybody. Let everybody know that this person's a scammer. But this doesn't give you an open license to talk crap about somebody who did nothing wrong to you. The best advice I can give you for avoiding a scam: trust your instincts. If your gut tells you it's a scam, it's probably a scam. Trust your instincts. There's nothing wrong with you communicating with somebody and all of a sudden your gut starts to tell you stuff. It's okay to be hesitant and to step back. It's okay. Remember, it's okay to prioritize your safety and well-being and your checkbook, or I guess nobody uses checks anymore, do they? Your wallet, your billfold, your debit card. Let me tell you about a scammer who tried to scam me. Now, mind you, it didn't have anything to do with the ABDL community, but nonetheless, it's kind of a, all scammers leave kind of a similar trail. So I've been talking to this guy from a gay forum for about 2 months. And this was years ago, of course. And we were talking back and forth, all the small talk shit. Anyways, all of a sudden one day he pops up and says, oh, I have to go to the hospital. I haven't been feeling good. Well, being a concerned person, I'm like, well, let me know what they tell you. Well, the next day he tells me that he's got this, I can't remember what it was, but it was some rare disease, very rare disease that was going to cost, a lot of money to fix or to take care of or to heal. So I'm sitting there going, well, do you have insurance? He's like, oh, yeah, I got insurance. The insurance will, but I'm going to be off of work. I'm like, oh, well, that sucks. You can probably go on short-term disability or something, short-term turning into long-term, depending on how long it lasts. Oh, I don't have that kind of insurance. I told my own, oh, well, that sucks. Yeah. Well, can you send me, my monthly bills are $1,500 a month. Can you send me $1,500 and help me out? Now you're asking me to pay all of your bills while you're in the hospital. I told him, well, I usually won't send anybody money until I physically meet them in person and we're friends and we, what I'm trying to say. And then he started pouring it on. Oh, I'm going to be evicted, it's 3 days until my rent's due and I don't have the money to pay my rent and I don't have groceries in and the doctor put me on this strict diet and, all this stuff trying to make me feel bad, trying to pull on my heartstrings a little bit. And I just told him, I said, dude, you're trying to scam me. He came back, no, I'm not trying to scam you and stuff. Well, I started talking to this other guy and we were just friends. Me and this guy were just friends. We had never even thought to get together or anything. And I was telling him the story about this guy. I said, he says he's got this rare disease and all this stuff. He sent me, copied and pasted a message with everything this guy told me, he told him. So it was a big scam. So I'm glad that, somebody in the community knew what was going on and told me, hey, I got the same thing. So what did I do? I posted a picture on my profile of this guy's information, not his, this and that and stuff, but his username, the scam that he tried to scam. So I took a picture of it, a snapshot of it, and put it on my profile so people can look at it and say, oh, whoa, here's a scammer here. But anyhow, that's my story for today is be careful. If something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Be careful. If somebody wants you to pay them a tribute to be your online mommy or daddy, I would probably walk away from that. If they have a business, a legitimate business of caregiving, do your research beforehand. Not all of them are bad. There are some good ones. I've read stories about people who had just an amazing time at one of those pay-for-play places. So just be careful. Don't fall for the scam. If your gut tells you it's wrong, it's wrong. Follow your instinct. Follow your gut feeling. So I hope you enjoy the holidays, the rest of the holidays anyways. And until next time, stay little, stay happy.